Boom. All right, what's going on, you guys? It's Royce Jacob. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Sunday Stock Watch, series I post every Sunday where I let you guys know what stocks I'm personally keeping an eye on going into the trading week. As always, we'll go over each topic that we're going to be discussing and then we'll dive into each one individually. In front of us, the usual trading view, got a few charts to look over with you guys today. Kicking it off with the big dogs of big tech, two largest publicly traded companies in the world, kings of the tech sector, Apple and Amazon. So we have Apple's big event this week. We have Amazon Prime Day. Huge events coming up this week. Very good. Obviously, a lot of eyes going to be on both of these stocks. So we will kick it off with these two. We got some news to go along with it. Apple's 5G iPhone launch has investors hoping for unprecedented upgrade cycle. So we will dig into a little bit of the fundamentals around these phone launches. I know some MacBooks are coming out too, are being released. I'm personally very excited for that. Let me know down below if you guys are pumped for the Apple event, because I'm going to be watching personally. And then we will touch on Amazon Prime Day 2020, what to know about the online sales event. So we will quickly go over these two. Obviously, more importantly, I want to take a look at the charts with you guys, let you guys know what I'm thinking in terms of future potential price action. And then in terms of taking a look at more charts, I'm sure you guys assume this from the title already, but Bitcoin, gold, silver, all killing it over the weekend. Got 24/7 markets. That's what I love about those inflation hedge assets like gold, silver, Bitcoin. So we will take a look at gold, silver, and Bitcoin. Right now, Bitcoin up almost 3%. Silver crushing it at almost $25 at the time of recording this. So up 5.4% on the day. Gold up 2%. Super bullish on silver right now. You guys super bullish on gold. I'm actually going to be posting a video talking about why I'm bullish on gold miners specifically tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. But especially bullish on BTC. You guys know that I'm more bullish on that one than almost any other asset in the entire markets, even equities like Apple and Amazon, Tesla, etc. So super bullish on Bitcoin, super bullish on Bitcoin miners. We'll take a look at Riot, we'll take a look at Mara, and I'll let you guys know what I'm thinking going into the trading week. All right, so as always, you guys, though, before we get into it, I will ask you to please give the video a like if you do go on to gain value from it, or if you're invested in any of the stocks or assets that we're talking about today. Subscribe to the channel. If you're new around here, welcome to the Waves fam. And of course, check out my complete portfolio daily newsletter, first link in the description. If you want to know literally exactly what I'm trading, all call options, all put options, an entire list of each with a percentage of how much of my portfolio consumes. With that, I do send out an email newsletter every trading day during market hours, talking about the trades I made, rationalizing my thoughts around those trades, and letting you guys know what I think about the overall markets. I talk equities, I talk gold, silver, Bitcoin, stimulus packages. So literally just all my thoughts, what I'm thinking during market hours. I appreciate it if you check it out. It really does mean a lot to me, and yeah, I appreciate you being a part of the fam. First link in the description. If not, though, no worries at all. Let's get into this. So as always, you guys, kick it off with the fundamentals first. So we'll go over this article. Most valuable U.S. company will hold virtual event October 13th, in which it is expected to debut 4 new iPhones. 4. Damn. Okay, so very exciting once again. Why are you not? There we go. Sorry about that. Got a nice Timmy there with a nice neon Apple sign. Apple Inc. has pulled off product virtual launches during the COVID-19 crisis, and now the company is gearing up for the most important one yet. The smartphone giant scheduled an online event for October 13th, so put that on the books, you guys. It's Tuesday, which should bring the launch of the company's first 5G-enabled iPhones. Apple's new phones will be rolling out a bit later than they did during last year's cycle, but the company is expected to have devices in stock heading into the holidays. People are increasingly holding on to their smartphones for longer periods of time. And the most important question for Apple investors is whether the 5G connectivity will be enough to drive a big wave of upgrades. So I'll scroll down a little bit more here. Where is I swore I had something else. Highlighted. I think it got highlighted. Sorry, guys, this page is tweaking. It is possible that certain models could either be more unit volume constrained, or the new iPhone launch could be staggered, similar to years past. Although this possibility appears to be fading, as we have heard less about the potential for further delays recently. Okay, so pretty much just to sum this up, I read this article. To sum this up, you guys, I do think that if there's any catalyst to get people to upgrade, because I've been an iPhone owner for the better part of the last decade. Okay, so I know, like, when I'm just speaking from really first person reference here, I will be upgrading to this phone if it has 5G compatibility. If there is 5G, although I do live in Hawaii, so it's like almost useless. We have no 5G towers here, which is, I mean, depending on if I'm not going to get to that weird conspiracy side of it, but yeah, even though we don't have any 5G networks here or 5G infrastructure, I'm still going to buy it, just because 5G is obviously something you want on your phone. I'm very bullish on 5G, talked about 5G stocks many times in the past, and 5G is an inevitable part of our future. It's just part of the net, like 3G, 4G, 5G. It's part of the natural progression of tech, as natural as tech progression gets, you know. But Obviously, 5G is huge. 5G, I do think, just to sum it up in terms of bullishness towards Apple stock, I do think that 5G is a great catalyst and at least is great optics. So I do think that, again, the fact that people are thinking about this, that's what you have to think about. You don't think about the sales themselves. You think about about the optics, about investor sentiment, about consumer sentiment around will they sell more phones due to 5G. And a lot of people are thinking that that will be the case. Therefore, the stock is likely to go up. Play the psychological game. So from a technical perspective, Apple's looking good. You can see RSI is curling up. That's a good sign. RSI is not high, which is more so a good sign. And then Apple, I think, Amazon honestly looks significantly more bullish, which we'll get to next from a technical perspective. But Apple, I think we could see a nice move up in Apple because Apple is like the most, it's literally the hottest stock on earth. It's the only $2 trillion plus publicly traded company. Everyone and their mom owns Apple. So it's like the least, I'd never talk about Apple just because it's too large. You guys know I don't like large market caps because there's less potential for upside. Apple kind of proved us wrong on that one. Proved me wrong, I should say. I'm sorry, not you guys. But I mean, it's just so big right now, and I still, even with all of these great things that Apple's doing, I still think Apple is traditionally overvalued. And what's their PE ratio right now? So let's take a look at their PE quick. I haven't looked at this in a long time. So price to earnings of 35, which actually isn't that bad. That's pretty solid, to be honest. So Apple, after this correction, you guys, I was kind of talking more up here was when the PE was getting really skewed. And obviously Apple is just so like, it's so hyped that it can't not get inflated in this crazy bullish market environment. So, but just to get straight to the point, you guys are going to stop rambling here. I think that it's very possible that Apple will get to the higher side of this channel, of this region, which is a very, very conservative trend line of resistance on this uptrend for Apple since the lows in March. So you can see here, Apple has been following this very organic growth up aside from pretty much the month of August. Yeah, so pretty much the whole month of August, it just bubbled up and got to kind of ridiculous proportions. But I think after this correction, it's back within this channel. It's successfully using this as a very solid line of support, which it's used in the past. And I think it's extremely, extremely likely, especially even if the phones don't look that good. I think just, again, you guys play the psychological game. Everyone knows this event's coming. Everyone's going to be excited. I think it's very possible for Apple to come up and retest this, the top side of this very, very, again, organic, solid trend line of resistance right here. That would bring Apple from the current price of $116 to, depending on if it hits, say, I mean, sometime next week, just on the 15th, we'll say, it brings us up to about $128, about $130. So that's like a nice 13% increase. So solid play if you guys want to play that. Again, you guys, I'm not personally playing Apple, but to each your own. You guys, I love Apple as a company, and I'm excited. Again, drop a comment down below. Let me know what you're personally excited about in that event if you're an Apple head like myself. So that's Apple. We'll talk. Let's move on to Amazon. Again, Amazon looks more exciting to me from a technical perspective just because I think there's more upside potential. Okay, so right off the bat too, though, you got to be careful. Amazon is kind of looking like it might want to pull off a little head and shoulders pattern, but I don't think that's going to be the case just because I think Amazon is such a freaking phenom, and I think Prime Day is going to absolutely be on fire. Okay, so we'll go into this. Amazon Prime Day, what to know? Moving down, I don't know why these are tweaking, you guys. I'm sorry about this. So the 2-day, it stopped. It's this Fox web page too. I had all of this highlighted. So Amazon Prime Day is coming up fast. The 2-day sales event typically happens in July. I don't even want to look at any of these sponsors. The 2-day sales event typically happens in July, but it had to be postponed this year because of the coronavirus pandemic. Last year, shut up, dude. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm sure you feel for me. It's terrible. Fox, of course, Fox. Fox is so whack. Okay, this is the important thing that I just want to read. The day reportedly made Amazon more than $7 billion in just 48 hours last year, according to a report from CNET. This year's Prime Day is estimated to bring in $9.9 billion worldwide. Prime Day is from October 13th from October 14th, so Tuesday and Wednesday. Tuesday, you guys, is a huge day in big tech. Huge day for consumption. And that's good, you guys. That'll be a very good gauge from an economic standpoint as to what overall consumption looks like. Are people spending money? Are people splurging money in a time where, like, economically everything is still very bad? Unemployment's bad. Like, there's definitely a lot of negativity in the world. So this will be a very good gauge as to how people are actually spending. Are people spending? Are people spending money they don't have? Which might be the case a lot of the time. But You guys, this is advice right here. Don't spend money you don't have. Don't just buy it. Don't buy vanity things. Don't. I mean, freaking buy whatever you want, but it's just not smart. It's not a good investment. We'll say that. This is an investment channel. I gotta let you guys know that. So I'm gonna close this out because screw that webpage. So yeah, let's take a look at Amazon right now. So Amazon, you guys, again, there is kind of like, as I'm looking at this, like just first glance, you see a potential head and shoulders pattern trying to play out. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. So that could be scary. If that plays out, that would bring us down roughly to like 2650. So that'd be a significant correction. And I think that on the downside, that could potentially be the case. That's worst case scenario, is that we come down. It would make sense to this high prior to a significant rally up, which would again bring us, we'll call it, I'd say safely 2770. That's a nice number, 2700-ish region. Okay, but again, I think Prime Day is going to absolutely crush it. Amazon is such a freaking good company, and I truly believe Amazon should be worth just about as much as Apple. Apple is currently a $2 trillion company. Amazon is a $1.6 trillion company, so still like 20%, 25% smaller than Apple, but I think it's equally as valuable, especially when you think about future potential. So even though Amazon's grown so much, I think it still has a lot of upside ahead of it over the course of the next 5-10 years, whatever. And I think from a technical perspective, it's very probable that Amazon comes up to test this line. That was a very, very strong line of support over the course of this rally. You can see as it broke that line of support, it trended down for about 2 weeks, for like 10 days, 2 weeks. And now it's recovering. I think it's very likely, you guys, this is just TA 101. You see this all the time. I think it's very likely that we see Amazon come up to use this old line of support as a new line of resistance. That would bring Amazon up a good amount from the current price of like $3,300 to about $3,700. So you're looking at some solid gains right there. Again, you guys, I'm not personally trading these. I don't like trading super large cap stocks like these, but again, huge fan of Apple, huge fan of Amazon. Again, let me know what you're looking forward to in the Apple event. Let me know what you're thinking about buying on Amazon. Buy whatever you want, you guys. I want to take that back. I want to step back on that. Buy whatever you want. If you can afford it, I just want you guys to be responsible, spend responsibly. That's kind of where I was going with that. But that's Apple, Amazon. Bullish on both fundamentally, not trading them personally. If you guys are, let me know that as well. So I'll talk to you downstairs. Moving on to what I'm personally excited about. You guys know that. So gold, silver, Bitcoin. So we're actually going to look, again, I'll cover gold in a video I'm posting tomorrow. Very bullish on that. Silver, very, 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 very bullish on silver right now. So silver back up to $25. You guys, I think we're entering a straight up bull market. So I want to show you guys this. This is what I was looking at. We'll go to 5 years on silver. Just show you guys this. We'll zoom out a little bit more. So we are now on the weekly time frames. You guys, I think we're right. So you can see here, silver actually is not at its all-time high, unlike gold. That's what makes me significantly more bullish on silver than gold right now. I've said that many times in the past. So silver's all-time high was in April of 2011 at $50. Silver could currently 2x. Silver would have to 2x to reach its all-time high, and I think that's easily going to happen. There's so much fundamental momentum behind silver right now with all the money printing. Again, silver, literally the silver to gold silver, or you guys know what I'm saying there. I usually say that about Ethereum and Bitcoin, but silver is just silver. Silver has proven itself over the millennia, similar to gold, to be a store of value. It's God's money. It's hard money. It's scarce. It takes resources, takes time, energy, resources to accumulate. And it's actually the above ground supply is dwindling quicker than gold. That's a fun fact. Go watch that silver video I posted about a week ago now that talks about that. Very fundamentally, like dive into silver and the fundamentals behind why I'm bullish on silver and silver mining stocks. But you guys, silver, so freaking bullish on silver right now. I think it's like, look right here. This looks exactly like what happened right here before that second wave up. Two wave theory. Been talking about it this whole rally, this whole relief rally. Two waves. You get the first wave, bubble pops, get some capitulation, show some strength. Second rally. And again, this looks so like, look at that. Like right here looks so similar to this. I think something very, very similar is going to play out, and I think it's only a matter of time, to be completely honest. Let's see how long this took. So this was January, call it February of 2011, from the point of that this rally starting, the correction being over of the first wave, to April 18th. So that's what, like 3 months? Just call it 3 months. I wouldn't be surprised, you guys, if by like the end of the year, Christmas, because that's actually when I have Bitcoin reaching like 20,002 is Christmas Day, actually, exactly. So gold, silver, Bitcoin, they're all inflation hedges, you guys. They're all scarce, not absolutely scarce. Bitcoin is absolutely scarce. Silver and gold, pretty scarce, not provably scarce, but they're scarce enough. People believe they're scarce, and I think they're all going to do well. I'm calling gold. I wouldn't be surprised, similar to Bitcoin, because they do move in tandem. I do think that silver, we could see a $50 silver by Christmas as well. Very excited to cover that more with you guys in the future, but let's take a look at Bitcoin, and then we'll take a look at Riot and Mara too to close it out. Okay, so Bitcoin, again, you guys, we are on the weekly. We'll just stick it here, you guys. Just keep it macro. Keep in mind, you guys, Bitcoin's all-time high in 2017 was $20,000. It's currently sitting at 11,000. It could also still 2x. If it 2x, obviously it'd be like 22K, but close enough. So Bitcoin did break out of this significant. You know, you guys, we'll go to the daily candles. It makes it a little easier to look at. So Bitcoin just recently did, you guys, break out of. There was a wedge right here. Broke out of that wedge, broke out of this lower line of resistance. I'm very glad to see that. I felt it. I felt it in my plums. I felt that it was going to break out, and I do think that it's almost 100% likely that we come up to retest this area. That was a very significant line of support. As you can see here, I'm not going to scroll back anymore, but this was a line of support over the course of the rally since the March lows. It's back to it, you guys. TA 101, when you're looking at trend lines, you use a previous line of support, new line of resistance. You can see it very successfully used it over here back in mid-September. It's coming up to once again retest that area. That would bring us up to about 11.8K. Over the coming days, if we can blast through that, keep in mind, you guys, we could start using this as like this line of resistance that it broke through on this downtrend. Could start using it as support. So maybe pull back, come up to test it in like a week or two. If we hit it in late October, that'll bring us to like 12.2K. So the later we hit this, obviously because it's on an incline, the higher the price target is at whenever we hit this line. So whether it hits it tomorrow, a week from now, whatever, I think it'll bring us to at least 11.8K to 12.2K. If we can break above this line and get into this channel, which is what I actually expect to happen, I think it's very likely, and I'll go back to my 25K thing here, you guys. I think it's very likely that we get back into this channel. We got two solid channels here. Pretty conservative trend lines on this trend up, on this upward channel. And if we can get back up in here, super bullish, you guys. I don't know, again, this could play out. This could be a snake all the way up to Christmas. But just for fun, you guys, remember, not financial advice. I don't know if this is going to happen or not, but just trying to play Nostradamus. Done it before. hopefully I'm right here again, you guys. I'm not promising anything. This is just what I'm thinking. Always know my money's on as well. I want to make that very clear, and I always do, but just got to say that every time. My money's on what I'm saying. So, you guys, by Christmas, I wouldn't be surprised to see a 25K Bitcoin by Christmas, whether it goes up and down like this, whether it comes down here and then comes back up, shoots up, goes parabolic. We know it's very capable of going parabolic from previous historic price action. Either way, I do think that we could see a 20K Bitcoin by Christmas, similar to silver. So on that topic, let's close it out with a Riot BTC. Very bullish on Overstock as well, because Overstock's looking solid. So Riot, I'm significantly more bullish on Riot than almost any other stock in the entire stock market right now, you guys. And I'll tell you why. So Riot is playing out almost exactly what happened from the previous cycle. So we actually saw kind of two waves play out here. So we got wave one, bubble pops, capitulation, wave two, but these almost are so like these went pretty parabolic. These, like, in terms of price action, Riot went from $1 to a high of $4.50, so 4.5x over the course of a few months. So this is crazy price action, but it's showing a lot of strength. And that's what I really like about Riot. Like, this isn't like sporadic. This isn't it's almost organic parabolic growth, which is very rare to see. But you can see here from the first wave, you get that descending triangle, breaks out of the descending triangle. The second one, again, shout out to the newsletter. If you guys saw this, we've been talking about this for the past week prior to this happening. Been talking about Riot breaking out. And obviously on Thursday, Friday, Riot broke out perfectly out of this descending triangle. It's been happening so much. Again, let me know down if you're part of the newsletter down below if you were pumped on that move, as pumped as I was on that move. But yeah, we saw that broke out to the upside. I think it's very possible that we see something very similar to what happened here play out in Riot. So you break out of the triangle, maybe see a little pullback, but then you get just that almost parabolic price action up. And if we do test this very solid uptrend, very conservative, very solid uptrend, you guys, this isn't even using all like absolute highs on these daily candles. I think it's very possible that we get up to, I mean, this would be pretty soon. Say we hit it in late October, that would bring us to a $6 Riot. Say Bitcoin hits, where would we be at Christmas? So let's actually extend this all the way out here, see where Riot would be at Christmas. So December 20, we'll go right there is conservative, right there is solid. So like right there. That would bring us to a $7.30 Riot. Roughly, you guys, give or take a few cents. But $7.30 Riot by Christmas if Bitcoin gets there. Honestly, you guys, if Bitcoin reaches 20K, I think Riot is going to be way higher than $7. I think we could easily get Riot. Keep in mind, you guys, if we go to all time on a Riot, Riot's all-time high is, well, I'm not going to go back there, but in 2017, Riot's high was, that's so crazy. So we are on the monthly candle. Riot's high that month was $46. So $46, you guys, is Riot's all-time high. Again, Riot has a market cap of, what, 150 million now. So getting up there, getting bigger. But again, Riot, you guys, fundamentally so much better than it was in 2017. This was pure hype. Now we might have hype and fundamentals. And that's what leads me to believe that we could easily see a $50 Riot. Because again, you guys, like a $50 Riot would bring us to like a $50 Riot would bring us to like a $2 billion valuation. And a $2 billion valuation in today's market is still just a drop in the bucket. That's real. That's nothing, you guys. So bullish on Riot, bullish on Mara. Not going to take a look at Riot. We're just going to wrap it up now, you guys. I will talk about Mara Overstock maybe later this week. So let me know down in the comments below if you want me to do a breakdown of Overstock, Riot, Mara, Hive, literally let me know whatever you guys want to see, because I want to make what you guys want to see. And MicroStrategy, very bullish on MicroStrategy as well. So MicroStrategy, remember, similar to Riot, actually a great article just came out. Maybe we'll cover that in a crypto combo or stock talk later this week on the sector. There is a new list of all public companies with Bitcoin on their balance sheets. So you got Square. Obviously, Square just bought $50 million of Bitcoin, put it on their balance sheet. MicroStrategy bought a lot, bought like $400 million of Bitcoin on their balance sheet. Riot Blockchain has like $9 or $10 million on the balance sheet, but it's on the list right there with Square and MicroStrategy. And keep in mind, you guys, Riot still has so much freaking potential in my mind. I'm so bullish on the future of Riot. Mara, Hive, Canaan, Bitcoin miner producer. I'm sorry, they make the actual mining machines. So there's so many plays in the sector, you guys. Again, shout out to the portfolio. I think it's going to be a super, shameless plug, you guys. I think it's going to be a really exciting few weeks. And I'm really excited to see what can happen in the portfolio. So join the fam, join the Waves fam. I appreciate you if you're part of the YouTube Waves fam. But if you're part of the True Waves fam, hit the portfolio up. I really do appreciate you, especially if you've been watching up until this point. I truly do appreciate you. And let me know in the comments down below what you're thinking about right now, what you're excited for going into this week. Again, what you're looking for in the Apple event, what you're buying on Prime Day, because buy whatever you want. Don't listen to me. And I appreciate you guys. Catch you downstairs. Until next time, always remember, take action, make waves. Peace.